Welcome to the Space Place podcast, where we talk about all things space and place. I'm your host, AJ Blaylock, and this is my guest, Colin Hampton.
How's it going?
Say hi.
Hello.
He said hello. Yes, and today's episode is on Invincible. This is episode number 8 of the Space Place podcast, and we will be talking about the show Invincible on Amazon Prime Video. First off, let's go with first impressions. Was it what you expected?
Uh, well, I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know anything about the comic books. Um, no, I don't think. I definitely didn't expect the ending, if that's what you mean.
So we are going over episode 1, and yeah, the ending is definitely unexpected. Everything in the episode was pretty much unexpected because I just like found the show one day. No one told me about it. I just showed up and was like, "Oh, this is all happening. What the heck?" But anyways, so the show it's more than meets the eye, right? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could say
it's a transformer.
that. Well said.
Yes. The show is insane. It is just fully just throws you into every corner of like a comic superhero multiverse area and just throws you in and says, "Hello, this is what the show is actually about." And it's only the first episode. So, first episode, we're introduced to different characters. We got the basic Justice League knockoff superheroes. So,
hmm
starting out, we got Aquarius, the fish dude. What do you think about him?
I mean, he was he was okay. He was a you know crappy knockoff of Aquaman, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's more like a waterbender, honestly.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess he kind of produces his own water, though,
Yeah.
from the looks
That's
of it.
yeah. But also, it looked like he needed to not be heated up at all to keep producing the water. So there's a little bit of limitation there.
hmm
Yeah. All right. So next up, we got Martian Man. What do you think about him?
he was pretty cool. Um, Seemed like a nice guy. He really, with his adopted orphan kid that he hung out with,
Yeah.
he was a tough one to see go there at the
Mm-hmm.
end.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Definitely a cool character. He's exactly like the Martian Manhunter, um, but absolutely nothing. This like not even the same. Like his whole ability is stretching, which is
hmm
kind of it's cool. I mean, it's like Mr. Fantastic from Fantastic Four, or um, Mrs. Incredible. But I mean, it's a useful skill. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right.
Yeah,
So, what do you think about Darkwing?
Darkwing. He was interesting. The human character of the group, Batman-ish character. Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, he's pretty well off. Well off.
Yeah.
Batman, Iron Man style. Then we got Green Ghost, which had more of the powers of the Martian Manhunter because she was able to phase through objects,
Hmm.
and that was her whole power, pretty much. So it's a pretty cool if you ever want to break into a bank or something like that. But these are good guys, so they're not doing that.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. 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 All right, so we got two more characters here from the Justice League um, that were introduced at the very beginning. The Immortal, which is he's immortal.
But I
And
don't have anything to like specifically compare him to from the Justice League. Nothing
yeah,
comes to mind.
yeah. Well, like he's immortal and he can fly and punch stuff hard.
Yeah, pretty cool character.
Yeah, it is. It's a really cool character to just throw out in there. And then you got War Woman. What do you think about War Woman?
Uh, she's pretty cool. Business lady slash superhero thing going on. Yeah, she was interesting.
And then last up, we got Omni Man and Invincible.
Yeah, Omni Man definitely got some Superman vibes
Yeah,
from him, which I think contributes to the letdown there at the end, or the not the letdown. Um, it was definitely exciting. I'm so
yes.
gross saying that, but the betrayal of it
Yeah.
all there at the end.
hmm And then Invincible is just Superboy. It's
Yeah.
basically the son of Superman, and that's his whole power. So this whole episode opens up pretty much to like the interesting aspect of this entire like comic series. It is made by Robert Kirkman, the same guy that made The Walking Dead. Bet you
Really,
did you know that?
I didn't. No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's Robert Kirkman, and he decides to make the show super interesting in some weird ways. In the way
Yeah.
that he filmed it, it was weird. But uh, let's see, what should we do here? Should we do an explanation first, or like a breakdown of important scenes? Should we just like
Mm,
spoiler warning right here?
yeah, definitely. Either way we go, there's going to be some spoilers from here on out.
All right, so let's just go with breakdown of scenes. So, very beginning, the scene that's we're going to do important scenes. So, very beginning, it opens on a scene of the White House and two security guards talking to each other, and then these two twin evil dudes come out of the ground and start trying to like take out the entire White House. And
Hmm.
And then the Justice League shows up, and we get to see all the different characters in action. And this is important because it literally is the start of the entire show that all this is happening. So we're getting all these different characters shown really fast, which is kind of concerning. Don't
Yeah.
you, don't you think?
Okay. Uh, yeah. It was definitely an attention getter, though. It's a good beginning to it all.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely speeds you up on all the characters. And we get to see how. Oh wait, there is one. There's one more. There's Red Rush. I forgot about him.
Oh, right. The
Yeah, the
Flash.
Flash. The Flash. So we get that, and we get the introduction of Omni Man and how he could have effortlessly done the whole situation by himself, but he kind of just lets the Justice League have their way and do whatever they want,
Hmm.
and like be superheroes on the side.
Hmm.
And funny thing about this Earth is there's a whole bunch of superhero teams, just they don't really do as much as Omni Man can do.
Right. The whole team's put together. He kind of is able to do his own thing.
Yeah, he's able to do. I mean, he could easily do all their jobs for them, but he doesn't. He just kind of
Yeah.
lets them do it. And then
Yeah.
next important scene, we get to see Omni Man talking to his son, Invincible, and his wife and see how he actually has like a his son. He's like talking and was wondering if his son finally got his powers or not. Does he get his powers at this point? No, but he uh he works on it. He works on it.
Mm-hmm.
How does he get his powers again?
He discovers them at work when he's taking out the trash, and he flings the trash bag into space.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. And we never see that trash bag ever again.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see it come up later on in an episode.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's ever shown again in that. But with him discovering his powers, what do we get from Omni Man?
Uh, the kind of origin story of Omni Man, what he's doing on Earth, what that's all about.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're told by Omni Man that the society that he grew up with on his planet was so advanced, and they just started developing powers to like help people, and they send one person to every planet to help protect that planet from evil. At least that's what we're told.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to see a little bit more of his planet. It's kind of like Krypton, just like Superman's story. And we also get to see a little bit of the origins of Omni Man's anger.
Yeah, yeah. So there's kind of some cracks in his character that start to make you wonder if um, start to make you question Omni Man and make you question if he is really this Superman-ish character, the role model that Superman is.
Yeah,
The first one for me, I think, the real red flag was when he snapped at his wife. I don't even remember exactly what he said, but the way that he talks down to her was just a red flag.
yeah. And the second one was whenever he was training his son after he got his powers. He was very
Yeah,
impatient,
yeah,
and he ends up punching his son as hard as he could.
yeah,
Gets the wind knocked out of him.
yeah. I felt that moment. That was a pretty good impersonation of getting the wind knocked out of you. Good
Mm-hmm.
voice acting.
Yes, yes. And then lastly, we get Invincible suiting up, and we get to see him try to get his costume together. He makes a costume design out of just scrap clothing, like every young superhero that begins. And
Mm-hmm.
then eventually we get to the guy that's like Yzma from The Incredibles, and he's actually the superhero suit maker. Pretty cool guy.
Yeah, I like that scene. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we get to see a whole bunch of different suits, and then finally he gets to the point of getting his first blue and yellow suit, which is his suit that he's going to be using for the rest of the show. And with that suit, he fights his first bad guy, which he basically takes down really easily, but destroys the city. So there's a lot that he has to learn still, wouldn't you say?
Right.
Yeah. All right. And so that concludes it. That's where the credits start rolling for the entire show. But wait, there's more. Robert Kirkman just throws a curveball at you, and in the middle of the credits, stuff is still happening. What?
Indeed.
What? Yes. What was it? What was this stuff?
Yeah. So the Justice League gets called together. The Guardians of the Globe. Um, Yeah. Um, get called up. We're getting a nice setup for mission.
Yeah,
Further introduction to the Guardians of the Globe, even
yeah,
getting
and
to know them.
yeah, we got to know them, and they go back to their Justice League watchtower, basically, and they all soon realize they don't know why their little beacon call that they have like a little pager or whatever. For those that know what a pager is, they get this call and they all come back and start talking, and they're like, "Who called us?" And then out of nowhere, in the corner, someone's about to get his face beat in. It's it's the immortal. His face is just zoomed in on, and Omni Man, his fist is just rearing back and ready to go. And he almost takes out the Immortal, which is the strongest one of the entire Justice League group.
Yeah,
So, so Omni Man is strategic in what he does, right?
I agree. That's what I was going to say. He goes for the strong one first,
Yeah,
and he was just going to clean up shop.
yeah. And then after that, it was just going to be an easy game. But then out of nowhere, Red Rush comes in to save him.
Red rushes him.
Yeah, Red Rush is nice. Yes, and then the chaos just ensues as they're questioning Omni Man and trying to figure out what's going on.
They kind of voiced some of the thoughts I was having, like what's going on. Maybe he's being mind controlled. They mentioned that. They throw that out there.
Exactly, they do that.
Uh,
They mention he might be have like a disease or something, like maybe a
mm-hmm.
parasite's controlling him as well, or
uh,
maybe he's like a, a robot version of Omni Man.
uh,
Like there's a lot
next
of
album, man.
possibilities of like what they were asking at the end,
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah. At any rate, the bloodbath ensues,
yes,
and the whole time you just jaw dropped. Pretty crazy. He takes them all out. What was if there's a what was the best moment for you in all there?
well,
All of that.
it shows a like it goes back and shows you a little bit of powers that are also related to Superman. It shows Red Rush punching him at the like speed of sound, like punching as hard as he can. Time starts
Mm-hmm.
slowing down, and everyone else is trying to come save Red Rush, but they can't. But the time didn't slow down for Omni Man. He was still going at it and was able to destroy Red Rush and just he crushes his head and from there it just all starts falling out. After that, you got the let's just go in and say how they all die. Let's start with all right. So Red Rush dead. Darkwing, what happens to him?
I don't remember. I think he gets splattered against the wall somehow, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's how most of them are going to happen. But so Darkwing, he gets his foot taken, like grabbed while he was jumping over Omni Man, and just splatters on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Aqu- Aquarius, Aquarius gets
Yeah,
just like punched and turns into like seafood.
yeah, yeah. I know.
Um,
I just fish guts there.
yeah, and then Green Ghost gets the her whole power is built upon her random pearl that she has that's green, and that gets
Mm-hmm.
like ripped out. And then same thing with Martian Man. They both have like a orb that keeps them alive.
Yeah,
Both of them get
yeah.
killed,
We'll
and
call it.
then it,
Yeah, just a weak point.
yeah, it's just a weak point in both. And then you just have the Immortal and War Woman. Do you remember what happened right there?
I don't. Well, I remember the Immortal. He's the last to go,
Yes.
and
So War Woman, I'll fill in War Woman, and then you fill in the Immortal. So War Woman is using her hammer to beat the crap out of him. Same thing with the Immortal, and then eventually he gets like the speed advantage on her and gets right behind her and twists her head around,
mm,
and she just falls down dead because her head is now backwards.
yeah, he exorcised her.
Yeah, exactly. And then the Immortal.
Yeah, he questioning Omni Man and asking why, what's going on. Thought we could trust you, and you betrayed us. No response, and he just slices his head clean off to end it
Yep.
all.
Yep.
And then you see him fall to his knees because they did a number on him.
Yeah. He falls to his knees. He passes out.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's how the first episode ends. It's pretty insane. This entire episode, you're expecting it to be a cool, clean superhero, fun mashup of different superheroes doing cool things. And then the whole villain is Superman,
Yeah.
which, yeah, we get to see the villain of Superman in this one, just like we get to see him as a villain in some other shows that have done a rendition of like, what if a superhero that was like Superman came to Earth and became a villain?
Huh.
We see that with the boys. That's what it was.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah, no, like I mean, if we don't have anyone that's equal to Superman, you're not going to beat Superman. It's done. Like the whole thing is done.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that concludes episode 1. On a rating of 1 through 5, where 5 is you'll watch it again, it's freaking amazing and good, to 1 as in the worst show you've ever seen in your entire life. What do you think, Colin?
I'd give it a 4. I really liked it. It was strong, and it had me reeled in
Yeah, I mean,
after that first episode.
definitely reels you in on the first episode and just puts you into a spin. It's
Yeah,
pretty
man.
good. Pretty good. Well, any final words, Colin?
No, would highly recommend it. Yeah, I think we covered it.
Yes, this has been
I
a
liked it. Four
review
out of
of
five.
4 out of 5.
Yeah.
All right, so this has been episode 1 of Invincible's episode, and the next episode that's coming out is a Loki episode 1 review, and we'll be with that here in a couple of days. This has been the Space Waste Podcast. Have a good night, guys.
Peace.